Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of all signs for the full moon in Taurus with a lunar eclipse, which will be exact on October 28th at 4:23 p.m. That's Eastern time, so check your local listings. And it's occurring at 5 degrees of the sign of Taurus. So on the outside circle of your natal chart, where you see all the signs, find Taurus. And then wherever 5 degrees falls, and we're not talking about planets or points, we're just talking about what house is this occurring in. Okay, that's what you're looking for at 5 degrees of Taurus. So for me, it is in my professional sector, let's say. It's happening in my 10th house of career, which is great because Taurus actually rules one of the money houses. It rules the second house. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this lunation. If you're not interested, I have time-stamped this. You can hop ahead to the oracle and or the tarot portion. But for those of you who like the astrology, here's the thing. We have, whenever we have a full moon, we have the luminaries battling it out. The sun is over here in Scorpio, which is about the themes of death and rebirth, and or growth, change, and transformation. Think of the caterpillar to the butterfly, right? Phoenix rising also comes to mind. So on the other side, we have the full moon in the sign of Taurus. And so there's an opposition here. And so they're kind of battling for that illumination, but we have a lunar eclipse. And that's the shadow coming into play. So because of this momentary darkness, I've heard it described a couple ways. I like the power down and power back up like we do on our computers or on our devices, and how it sort of resets everything. But in this power down moment with the full moon in Taurus, we're being asked to remember, right? Because we can't see it. We're kind of in the dark for a moment, to remember the love that keeps us here, right? Since we're opposing themes of death and rebirth, we want to remember the love that keeps us here. I know, I find it very emotional. This eclipse will actually close out not just this past eclipse season of the past 2 weeks, but the entire 18 months of the eclipses that happened in the signs of Scorpio and Taurus. So we have the synodic cycle. I'm not going to get into the weeds of it, but let me just explain. Normally, when we had the new moon in Libra just a couple weeks ago, the next full moon would be in Aries, but we're off a little bit because of the cycle of the moon is a little bit different than the cycle of the sun. Of course, you get that there's going to be years where we're playing catch up. So suffice it to say, we're closing out the past 18 months to 2 years-ish of eclipse energy. And this last 2 weeks has been in our relationship sector of Libra and Taurus, both being ruled by Venus. So that's why I'm telling you that even though there are things that, have probably left us or that need to be released in this final moment, that it is about remembering the love that keeps us here. And this eclipse season in the past 2 weeks has been all about the heart. Okay, so we're going to close out this that's eclipse season. We're going to close out this last eclipse cycle, which is 18 months because it matches the nodes of the moon. So now we're moving out of the Scorpio Taurus theme and we're going to the Libra Aries theme. And so what we want to do is release anything from this past 18 months to 2 years that stands in the way of our future abundance in life and love. That's all you need to know. Okay, so because this eclipse is happening in the sign of Taurus, and we have the moon at 5 degrees, and Jupiter at 11 degrees, which is close enough to consider it like a loose conjunction, meaning they're kind of holding hands in the cosmos. My theme for this particular eclipse is lucky in love and money. All right, so I want you to embrace that, and I want you to release anything that stands in the way of being lucky in love and money. Okay? Or whatever you perceive as valuable to you. All right. So that's all I'm going to talk about. I think that was pretty easy peasy. And y'all know that the full moons are culminations and release energies. You want to start with gratitude for all that you've accomplished. And you want to take an honest look in your, journaling or in your full moon ritual of what's been, what's holding you back from fulfilling intentions that you've set before. I usually kind of burn it up in the light of the full moon. I burn it up, and outside, I go outside, I put it in a fireproof bowl, I read it out loud, I light it on fire, and I kind of let the universe know, yeah, I'm done with all that. Okay, so I hope that gives you some insights for how to negotiate this full moon in Taurus partial lunar eclipse. All right, so I'm going to pull from Sacred Traveler, look at where we've been, where we are, where we're headed. All right, let's see, for those of you watching, what's coming through. Great adventure. We've been risking faraway places where we are. We're getting ready for new horizons. I love it. And we're beginning a new cycle. First light. Sure are. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's where we've just come from in the past. Taking risks, venturing forward, and seeing it as kind of the adventure in matters of the heart. Here we are now, getting ready for new horizons, faraway places. And it doesn't necessarily mean travel, it can, but it's like things we haven't considered close, right? Like anything that just feels like it's too far from being reality. We're getting ready for those new horizons, embracing it. And where are we headed? First light. As we get the break, in the death card, which is Scorpio energy, we see the sun breaking on the horizon in the background of the very dismal death scene. That's what I feel here, beginning a new cycle, first light breaking over the horizon. So really beautiful and powerful. Let's jump in. I'm going to pull the spread. It's a modified Celtic cross. I won't do the whole thing because I'm going to complete it in the extended for all signs. So just so you know that there's a link in the description box below for that. And I'll give you my general impressions, and then we'll use clarifiers to give us some details. Here we go. But of course, Four of Wands, we are talking about our beloveds and the coming together energetically, life partnership. Let's see what's crossing that, the Fool. So this is where we have to sort of determine, is there anything, what is it that's standing in our way of going all in for love? Going all in for the connection. What's in the way of that? Why are we hesitating? What is the risk assessment? In our unconscious awareness, of course, Two of Pentacles. Some of us are really torn. Not sure what we're dealing with, assessing realities on the ground, weighing our options. In the past, King of Pentacles. This feels to me like there's been some question around whether or not this person is available to you in 3D. King of Pentacles, are they reliable? Are they predictable? Is this somebody that has your back that would show up for you here? In your conscious awareness, we have the Nine of Cups. Talking about wish fulfillment, and then in the near future, the Moon. So some hesitations here, some apprehension, maybe some fears being triggered. Queen of Wands, Three of Swords, Justice. Lovely. So we're going to close out here with Libra, which was our new moon energy just 2 weeks ago. I love that. Restoring the balance and harmony here. Spirit's talking to you about your own sense of self. Queen of Wands, your personal power, feeling empowered even. What's happening behind the scenes with your person that you're unaware of. Three of Swords. So definitely some heartache, heart heaviness at the very least. Something that they may still be hurting over. So let's jump in. Four of Wands and the Fool. Five of Cups. Queen of Cups. Four of Wands again. Almost like we have bookends here. So what's kind of coming through is with the Five of Cups, that's why the Fool is the challenge. Excuse me. Because there's been some sense of loss in the past. The Five of Cups is always looking backwards. And because of that, it's like the grief, sadness, loss. It can also represent regrets of the past and mistakes of the past. So because we have the Queen of Cups, it's about your emotional availability for reviewing that experience. It's hard, it's painful, it's difficult, but we have the Four of Wands anchoring here and leading us in the outset of this reading, so we know that it's about this connection and a sacred connection, and whether or not it's worth the risk, all things considered. I'm seeing open-heartedness here, but this is that part of us for this full moon eclipse that's looking to release something from the past that's holding us back from taking that leap on faith. I am sorry, I am getting choked up. That does not normally happen. I've been feeling allergic today, guys. All right, so now in our unconscious awareness, the Two of Pentacles, where's this indecision coming from? This is a very new deck, and it's got like a powder coating on it. And I'm struggling with it, to be honest. There we go. Seven of Wands, Knight of Swords, Six of Swords. There's something that we want to get past. I'm saying we because we're all in this together. It is a reading for the collective. We're kind of resisting it. We know we need to get past something. Six of Swords, to peace of mind, to some kind of clearing of the air even, because we have the Knight of Swords. But, Seven of Wands, right now we don't have that information. And that's why we're kind of on the fence about this. So I'm feeling the resistance, and I'm feeling a little bit of, wait, nope, I'm not moving forward here. I don't have the information I need. But once I have it, I'll be able to see my way clear. And I'll know what decision is best for me to make. So for some of us, that's what we're going through, is this decision-making progress. We don't have we don't have all the information we need. We really want to kind of let go of what's coming up for us from the past that's in the way, but we're not willing to do it on faith at this point. Let's see the King of Pentacles in the past. Hermit, Three of Cups, Five of Wands. It feels to me like something has taken this person off the grid. And I am feeling it's this King of Pentacles that's in Hermit energy. We have the Three of Cups, and underneath is the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands can be conflict and chaos. It can also be coming from an outside source. So for those of you, since this is for all signs in the collective, for those of you with third-party energy, could be that. So I'm just giving you some confirmation there. But in the event that there's not a third-party scenario, and third-party doesn't have to be a person, it can be anything. It can be work obligations, distance, legal situations, right? Just think about your situation. And if you think there's some outside source of interference, that's what I'm referring to. If there isn't, it just feels to me like this person is a little remote. They've kind of gone within. They've been cloistered. You're wanting this reconciliation, but someone here is conflicted. And that is coming from the past. And it's interesting to me because it is talking about someone that you can count on, and there feels to be an absence of that, like they're MIA. So let's look at the Nine of Cups in your conscious awareness. This can be a card of wish fulfillment, emotional self-satisfaction. It can also be about complacency. Two of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. It's wish fulfillment for sure. What is it on your mind? So beautiful. I'm going to hold them up so you can see them. Two of Cups, that's your partnership. Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. Six of Cups, the past life soulmates, the warmth, the comfort, the nostalgia, how familiar you are with each other, how much you feel at home together, wherever you are, even energetically, and that would be the wish come true. It feels to me like you're open to it, you're ready for it, but there's something from the past holding you back. So let's look at the moon in the near future. Nine of Wands, Ten of Cups, Temperance. Well, this is kind of nice. Even though the moon is here, and my initial impression was some, apprehensions, some insecurities or fears being triggered. It's coming through more as intuition, which is another powerful interpretation. Like, even though you can't see, there's something that you're trusting intrinsically in your emotional body. Even Nine of Wands, it keeps you persevering, pushing forward, because Ten of Cups, and underneath is Temperance, right? The wisdom to know that in time, a lot of energies will come into flow and balance. So it's almost like you're persevering for the love. And what did I say? Remembering the love that keeps us here. That's what I'm seeing. And that this whole eclipse season has been all about the heart, from the new moon in Libra to the full moon in Taurus. It's all ruled by Venus. And on some level going forward, I feel like you're going to rely more heavily on your intuition about these things than on judging the future by the past. So let's see what Spirit's telling you here with the Queen of Wands. Hierophant, Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, we are being called here to operate from our higher selves, to be prepared for these new beginnings. The Ace of Wands underneath is the Four of Pentacles, which is interesting because sometimes the Four of Pentacles is about boundaries and sort of being guarded, but it's not coming through that way. It's coming through as hold fast to what you treasure and value in this connection. Be empowered by that. Come from your higher self. Look at the beautiful energy of the Hierophant there with the stairs leading to divine light. It feels to me like you're being called to that. You're being literally called up by the divine energetically in your power, authority, your inner fire working for you and holding fast to what you value. This is very Taurian, this Four of Pentacles. So I'm feeling a lot of pull from Spirit in a positive direction that sort of elevates us, pulls us out of the funk of the past. Let's see what your person is dealing with here with the Three of Swords and the hidden energies. Eight of Pentacles, the Sun, Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this person's heart is heavy, but they want to work through it. They want to be happy again. And on some level with the Page of Pentacles, that feels like the beginning. Remember, first light is what's coming here, beginning a new cycle. We see that in our conscious awareness with the Ace of Pentacles, between the Two of Cups and Six of Cups. So new beginnings in this partnership, in this relationship, that would be a wish fulfilled. And your person's kind of in the same place. Their heart is heavy. They know there's something that needs to be worked on, and they're kind of committed to that. The Sun is the happiness coming in, successfully working through these difficulties, the pains, the challenges, the disappointments. And the Page of Pentacles is the first step in that direction. So this person's aware, yeah, like maybe I've got to start at square one, but that's what I want to do. I want to work at it. I want to improve things. I want to come up with creative solutions to any problems. And I'm aware that it's new territory for me, so it's like beginning again. This has come up in a couple of readings recently. This whole series of readings, well, I'm only up to Leo now. Tomorrow will be Virgo. But I'm seeing that same theme of begin again, fresh start, starting over, something that needs to be learned or is being learned along the way. So keep that in mind. Justice in our outcome position. Love to see Libra there, closing out eclipse season. Restoring the balance. There's the Wheel of Fortune. That's Jupiter, which I told you is, whoops. There we go, King of Cups. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Wands, which is reconciliation, a cause for celebration, even in the homecoming. It's triumphant. King of Cups underneath, and King of Cups is associated with Scorpio. So since we have the Sun in Scorpio, I feel like this King of Cups showing up in the unconscious realm or behind the scenes, that's where the good luck charm is coming from. Okay, so the balance coming in is the gift of Jupiter. We've got the Six of Wands, which is meeting in the middle, forging a win-win outcome, reconciliations for those of you who require it. And this King of Cups, which is a deep reservoir of love, often not well expressed, is kind of the guiding energy in unconscious awareness. Sun in Scorpio. Okay, so that is what I have for you. Let me give you the astrology. And before I do that, don't forget the link to the extended is in the first sentence of the description box. I'm going to go all around the zodiac, Aries through Pisces, looking at your connection. We're going to see the conscious awareness, Sun's energy. We're going to see the unconscious awareness, the Moon's energy. And we're going to look at the shadow because this is an eclipse. So where's the shadow lurking that we want to illuminate, okay? To serve the highest good of your connection. We have the Fool here is the planet Uranus, which rules Aquarius. We've got the Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. The Knight of Swords is Gemini. The King of Pentacles is Taurus, which is perfect. The Hermit is Virgo. And let's see, we've got Venus is in Virgo actually, so I like that Virgo shows up. We have the Moon is Pisces here. Temperance is Sagittarius. Queen of Wands is more Aries. Hierophant is more Taurus. Let's see, the Sun is the Sun but rules the sign of Leo. Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Justice is Libra. The Wheel is Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius. And our King of Cups is Scorpio. Really beautiful reading. I love that it kind of flows perfectly with the Oracle. And I'm heading to the All Signs Extended. And just so you know, there is in the description box will be the timestamps because that platform I can't create the hyperlinks, so just copy and paste it, and that way you can scroll to the signs you want to watch. I will see you there. Full moon eclipse blessings for all. Bye.